Hey, what's up, everybody? Memphis 2857 here. Finally got my Summit all put back together. If you've watched any of my videos, you've heard me talking about it, how I've been building it, and finally got it together. I've run it quite a bit now. I guess probably a couple hours I've got on it, and figured I'd go on and do a little review and tell you a little bit about how I built it and the way that I come about getting my Summit. Because I did a little different than most people would. I built this Summit piece by piece. Bought all the parts on it were new, but I bought everything off eBay, one piece at a time. Actually, when I say that, I bought it in about 2 or 3 separate orders, and then I assembled it myself and ended up with what you see here. The reason I done it that way, I knew there were some upgrades I wanted right out of the box. Just a couple, nothing serious. Obviously, the first upgrade you see would be the tires and wheels. It's the axial 8-spoke beatbox and the RC 4-wheel drive mudslingers. The next thing I done would be I did the DeWalt brushless 14.4 volt motor. I'll show it to you in a minute. And I did dual Savox steering servos instead of the Traxxas ones, because I've had a lot of trouble with Traxxas servos, and I'll touch more on that in just a minute as well. Excuse me. Also, I went on and did the TQI radio, which I think the new ones are coming with that anyway, so that's not really an upgrade. I'll go on and talk about these tires first off, because they're by far my favorite part of this whole truck, is the tires and wheels. They're great. These tires are they're something else. They're really, really soft. They bite really well on rocks. I've got a couple running videos up already, and you'll see them in action. If you do watch those videos, note that those rocks are so slick that you can't really stand up on them. So if you see it spinning around, it's not the tire's fault. The rock around here where I live in southern Indiana, it's just slick, and of course it's in a creek, so they're slimy, and that's why they're spinning a lot. But they really are a great tire. I know a lot of people cut this small bar. It'd be basically every other bar they cut out of them. I couldn't bring myself to do that. It's a $90 set of tires. Didn't want to cut on them just yet. I'm going to run them a while and get them broke in. And they're already softening up from what they were when I got them. So we'll see how they do after we get them broke in a little bit. So, yeah, I'll go on and talk a little bit of price. The tires shipped, all 4 of them, around $90. The wheels shipped, all 4 of them, like $65. So that's about where I'm at with those. I'm going to take the top off. I did the red, black, and silver body. Bought it off eBay too. I bought everything off eBay. Next, DeWalt 14.4 brushless motor. I've done my homework on this truck before I ever bought the first part for it, to see what everybody was doing and why they were doing it and how they were doing it. And the Traxxas motor doesn't seem to be too bad of a motor. Just I see that they have some reliability issues with them, and really that's about the only complaint you ever hear about them. And they say that this motor is bulletproof. So Kershaw Designs, it's KershawDesigns.com. You can buy this motor with the gear already pressed off, have the shaft already got a flat spot on it. He'll wire it for you, solder the wires on, so when you get it, it's ready to be put in. It's $39. So versus getting on eBay or whatever and buying a motor that's got all the gear on it and you got to solder and everything for $35, you can spend $4 more and get the motor ready to drop in. The only thing you got to do is mod your motor mount just a little bit. You got to drill one of the holes out. If you got a cordless drill, or if you got any kind of drill, you can do it yourself. It's super easy. It takes just a couple minutes. Or you can buy a Kershaw Designs motor mount. They sell the motor and the motor mount. It's like $60, but the reason it's so expensive is because it's a dual motor mount. So later on down the road, you decide you want another one of these bad boys. You've already got your mount. You just pop it in. You're ready to go. I don't see where anybody would ever need 2 of these motors in this truck. The only reason you would want to do that is for speed, and if you've got a Summit and you're trying to go fast, you're pissing in the wind, is what we would say around here. That's a waste of money. Get an E-Revo if you want to go fast. This truck doesn't go fast. 25 miles an hour, top speed. It'll pull a house down though. So keep that in mind when you're shopping for a kit. What do you want to do? This thing, it does everything. It doesn't do anything exceptionally well. It does everything good. I say that. It's great for off-road, like out in the woods, in the trails. Can't beat it. Crawling, it's okay. I mean, it's independent suspension, so it's not going to be a great crawler. It's not what it's designed for. Of course, with these tires in the mud, this thing's unstoppable. Check out my video and you'll see what I'm talking about. It was in mud and water up over the hood, and just when you think that it's stuck, it just dug its way out. So it does really good in the mud. On the track, I've got my track out back. You've probably seen it in my other videos if you've ever watched any of them. It'll go around the track. It'll jump all the jumps. It'll do okay. It's not very good though. It's not what it's made for. The suspension's too plush. With these big old tires, it just doesn't do it very well. But it will do it. So, I wouldn't even suggest, don't even consider that an option when you're buying one of these. If you're buying one of these trucks, you want it to go out and play in the woods, or bash around in your yard, or, you know, some medium-duty rock crawling, I guess you could say, or just to slop around in the mud. That's what this truck's built for. It's a lot of fun. Of course, you know, with the brush setup and everything, it's really, it does okay. But as far as why did I build it the way I did, buying it one piece at a time, I'll tell you why. I was curious to know, I've seen all these eBay chop shops, and I've seen how cheap they were selling stuff. And I wanted to know if I could build one of these and build it my way and come in under the cost of a new one. And I got really close. I've got $620 in this truck. I was just at the hobby shop today. They're $584 down there. So, what, $37, and I've already got the tires, wheels, the motor upgrades, and $90 worth of Savox servos in here. So, I did really well as far as the money savings goes. Not to mention, it was a lot of fun to build it. It was fun to get on there, hunt down the parts, and just basically build it and put it together. And it's pretty simple. Even, I mean, you can buy, on those chop shops, you can buy the screw kit for them. So you got every screw you need, comes in a bag, and you just got to sort through and find it. But it's fun. Consider it an option on, I would say, just about any RC that you're going to buy. Maybe consider it an option. If you plan on doing upgrades, remember that that's the way you can go. Weak points of this truck. Only trouble I've had, and I really shouldn't have even had these troubles yet, but I have had them, so we'll talk about it. I've already smoked one of these little micro shift servos, the 2065s. It's already gone bad on me and went bad about, I don't know, halfway through my first set of batteries. So I know several people that's been having a lot of trouble with Traxxas servos lately. I don't know if it's an issue that they're aware of, that they're trying to take care of, but it is an issue. Traxxas servos right now are garbage, just to let you know. Another issue I had, I've already stripped out a front diff. And I think that's another quality issue with Traxxas, because I put a new ring and pinion on it, took it out in my yard and ran it, and stripped another one. So I called Traxxas. They sent me a complete assembly, the new cup and everything, and I put it in there and I ain't had any trouble. So that tells me that there was something wrong with the diff housing, is why I kept losing my ring and pinion gears. So I think maybe that's a quality issue also, because I've had some trouble with them on my, I've got an E-Revo, and I've had trouble with them on it also. And like I said, it's hit or miss. You'll get a good diff cup and everything, and they'll last forever, and other ones, they will last no time. As soon as you run them almost, they're done. Another thing I did, of course, I dyed the chassis black. I think Traxxas' gray plastic is god-awful looking. Looks horrible. So, went on and dyed it all black. Other than that, this truck is stock. I put the double orange springs on the rear, same as what's on the front. Keeps it from looking like this when it's going down the trail. I don't know if you probably watched the Summit videos, and all of them you see look like this when they're going along. Put the double orange on the rear. Doesn't do that. It still flexes pretty good. You know, it'll do its thing real easy. So that's a really good idea. They're $4 for a pair of them, I think. So definitely worth the money. Like I said, other than that, it's all stock. I've run it down at the creek twice now, and I've run it around the yard and down the ditches in front of my house, and through the woods while I was mushroom hunting. I took it with me, and it sure is a lot of fun. So there's a million other reviews, and I'll leave it at that. I just wanted to show you how I built it and let you know that there is another option, is to going out and buying one and then spending $250 on the few upgrades that the truck needs, and then there you are, you're into a truck $900, where I've got a new Summit with the upgrades on it for $620. So consider that an option. If you got a little bit of know-how and you got a set of Allen wrenches, anybody can do it. It's easy. If you come to a point and you're not real sure how something works, get on Traxxas' website, look at their exploded views. It'll show you how it goes together. I built the entire truck, and I don't think I ever had to look once. It's really simple. It's kind of self-explanatory. One thing that helped me is I have an E-Revo, and of course with an E-Revo you have them apart every time you run them because they're always broke. So anyway, I'm rambling. That's about it for it. It's a lot of fun, great truck. Check out my videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. Just a good all-around bashing vehicle. I would say that this truck probably would be fun at a skate park. So yeah, any questions, comments, please leave them below. I love it. I love when y'all comment, good or bad. I like the haters too. It makes me smile whenever I get some retarded hate comment. I usually leave them up for everybody to see too, because they're just really funny. If you like it, hit the like button. Takes just a second. And yeah, be looking for some new videos. Probably this weekend I'm gonna do a E-Revo and Summit combined bash video. Gonna take them down to the beach and see what we can tear up. So keep an eye out for that. Until next time, peace out.